I'm going to tell you about the top 5 things that I hate about my brand new 2025 Toyota 4Runner. Now, I've had this car for about 2 months and I just passed the 1,000 mile break-in period, so I think I have a pretty good sense of what I like and what I don't. So let's get right into it. Coming in at number 5, the rear spoiler.
So I actually do like the rear spoiler. I like the way it looks. The problem that I have with it is that it feels really loose. I just wish Toyota was able to reinforce it somehow, because every time you slam down the liftgate, it just vibrates.
And staying at the rear of the vehicle, we have number 4, the rear liftgate.
Okay, so what I hate about this liftgate, and I know this is an individual problem, but it's basically just too tall for my garage. So if I lift up the door, it's going to hit the bottom of my garage. Again, I know that's an individual problem, but that's not even my biggest gripe. So the issue that I have with the liftgate is that there's no way to limit how far it goes up. Now, on the previous gen 4Runners, you did have a handle right here so that you can at least bungee cord it down to a hook right over here, but there's nothing here to strap it down to. Now, we do have the handle right here, which I guess you could hook something, but it's just not that convenient.
Now, moving up front to the interior, we have number 3, the door handles.
So this is kind of a small issue, but it is still very annoying. If you look really close, you can see that there's a lot of movement in this door handle. Now, there's no screws that are loose, nothing really to tighten, it's just loose from the factory. Now, every day when you grab your door handle to close the door, you can feel that movement. I just wish there was better tolerance from Toyota.
Coming in at number 2, we have the interior storage.
A lot of people complain about the plastic interior of the Toyota. I actually don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is the interior storage. At first, it does look like you have quite a bit of storage, right? You have some phone spots right here. You have a little dash spot up here. You have plenty of cup holders on both sides. But once you start driving this and start using this 4Runner, you realize that this storage is not actually usable. So this is the spot that you're supposed to put your phone, and in some models you do have the wireless charger. I don't have it on my 4Runner, but that makes it pretty much a useless spot, because if you even put your phone in here, all it's going to do is slide around. And this texture is just plastic. If it was rubber, maybe it would grip the phone a little bit better, or if they made the edges taller, then your phone wouldn't slide around. But the way it is right now makes this spot pretty much useless for everything. Next is the glove box. This is probably one of the smaller glove box that I have used. Now, literally, there is nothing in here, and it's just a small space. You basically just have to toss everything in, and there's no way to organize it. I do know that there are aftermarket storage solutions for this, which I do plan on getting, but as it stands right now, this glove box is just a junk drawer, basically. And next, on the passenger side, you have this little slot above the glove box. Now, again, this is made out of plastic, so there's zero grip on this, right? So even if you put something in there, all it's gonna do is slide around while you're driving. So again, I don't know why there's no rubber or some type of grippy material in here. It makes this spot pretty useless. Again, I know there are aftermarket solutions.
And coming in at the number 1 spot for what I hate most about my 2025 Toyota 4Runner is the nosedive.
So this is also known as brake dive, and obviously a lot of cars do experience this, but it seems more emphasized on 4Runners, and this is for all generation of 4Runners, and that's essentially when you start braking, it doesn't matter what speed, your nose dives down and then pops back up. Like I said, you do experience this with all cars. Obviously, there's going to be some weight distribution, but it seems more noticeable on 4Runners, and even within the 1,000 miles that I've had this car, it did take some time to get used to. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to show you this, but here is my attempt.
So that rounds up my current top 5 list. Now, I know as I put more miles on this vehicle, some of my opinions may change, and I also know that a lot of the issues can be fixed with aftermarket parts. But I'm curious, what are some of the things that you hate about your 4Runner? Leave a comment down below. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.